Just swim to me. Calm down. Just calm down. Easy. Just grab my hand. Grab my hand. It's simple, John. Nothing bad is going to happen. Just remember to breathe. Remember to breathe. Relax. Remember to think. Just be yourself. And remember, John, the main part is to enjoy it. Go! Take my hand, Huffy. It's okay. Out you come. Well done. Right, right. See? What were you so afraid of?
Drowning.
What are you doing?
I'm reading.
Why?
I'm learning to dive. Under the water. Yes, I was out in the bay.
Why?
Because I've always wanted to do it.
Why are you on your own?
Because I am. And I'm trying to read my book.
My dad's a taxi driver.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
A really boring job. Why? Excuse me? Hello.
John, this is Steve. Is this a good time?
It's gone off.
I know. Steve?
Is this a good time?
Where are you?
It's not a very good phone, is it? That'll be Steve.
Steve!
John? I'm in prison, John.
You where?
Prison! I'm being charged with attempted murder!
W477 USM. It's a metallic blue Mercedes. It's been there since last Thursday night. Well, I should have landed at Gatwick on Friday, but I've flown to Newcastle instead. And I have no idea when I'll be back.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's this place. I've been beaten up 3 times. I thought I could handle myself.
How long have you been here?
2.5 months.
So you've been sitting here 2.5 months,
sorry, I
charged
should
with
have called
attempted
you.
murder?
I haven't spoken for a while. You never call us. You know how it is. That London time.
Eh? It's Malta. Learning to dive.
Into what? You're terrified of water?
Oh, try and be impressed. I've got a certificate. Novice diver now, first class.
I'm sorry to drag you back. Me and Paula got divorced. The decree absolute came through after Christmas.
I thought you were working things out.
Working things out?
Hey.
Someone got in the way of working things out. Had to admit defeat. All the time I'm trying to make things right, she's seen somebody else. We did try, John. For Mark's sake. I thought we were going to be all right until she accused us of knocking a boyfriend into intensive care.
Paula saying you did this?
I need help, man.
Have you got a solicitor?
I don't just need a solicitor, I need someone I can trust. I know it's a lot to ask, John.
No, this isn't what I do, Steve.
I've got nobody else.
I'm just a commercial solicitor. I push round bits of paper, look at balance sheets. I've never done criminal
John.
law. I'd be wearing my depth, Steve.
This goes to court a week tomorrow.
I have no training in this sort of thing.
I need someone to tell Paula I didn't do this. You're my friend, John.
We'll have to do this more often.
Hello, Mum.
When did you get back?
Oh, it's a long story.
You'll have to make it quick. I'm on my way to work. Gordon's asked me to go in.
I sent you that postcard of a donkey.
Thought you'd been on a sunbed.
I would never go on sunbed.
You never go on holiday either.
But you should have told me, Mum. I live in London, 285 miles away, not the other side of the world. I mean, why didn't you think to call me?
Why didn't you call me?
I should have.
You shouldn't say should you? If you've got to say should, it means it's something you don't want to do. Has he asked you to help?
He's asked me to go and see Paula. I should be back in London.
He was your best friend.
He still is my best friend.
In that case, don't you think you've got to help? Oh, I know you're not from round here anymore, but you're not from anywhere else. And if your father was here,
You'd have said the same. Thing is, Mum, he isn't.
What you do is up to you, son. Your room's still empty if you want it.
Mark, look at you. You've...
Gran? If you're looking for my mum, she's at the hospital with David.
Homework?
Geography. I'm supposed to be doing a survey of the central business district of Bideford and Barnstaple.
Well, if you need a hand,
Are you going to help my dad?
I'll be honest with you, Mark, I haven't got a clue what I'm going to do.
You certainly pick your moments.
I just want to say I'm sorry.
He's brought in like this. He hasn't opened his eyes since. Intracranial bleeding. They tell me they need to take the pressure off his brain. He's going to run a half marathon next week.
Paula.
Somebody hit him 9 times. I don't know what with. But I still can't get the blood off the carpet. Well, we've really got this set now. Just about everyone's been. Jessica was here yesterday.
How is she?
She's been promoted. Senior finance manager now. Did you not know?
We haven't had the chance to speak.
Oh, well. You've been busy.
Paula, I've seen Steve.
I know what you're going to say.
He told me to come and see you.
To tell us how much he hates us.
Steve couldn't hate you if he tried.
Been through it 100 times. I turned into the road coming off Parkway and I saw him run from the house. It was Steve. Oh, God, John, he's confessed.
He said he did this.
You can't just walk in here and start picking this up. What's happened has happened. Nothing you can do is going to change that.
When did me and Steve meet?
You've been 8. Mrs. Trent's class. Good God. I thought I lost that.
I don't believe he did this.
Of course he didn't do it. This is Steve Sheedy you're talking about. You were both trouble when you were together, but he'd never do something like this. You comfortable?
Oh, fantastic.
Whatever you decide to do, John, I'm sure it'll be for the best. But don't you think if Steve was in your shoes, he wouldn't just be sitting here?
Paula told me you confessed. To something you didn't do?
I didn't know what I was saying. They kept on asking where I was at 5:25. I was at home, but they kept on asking.
You're going to need a very good barrister, a decent criminal solicitor.
I thought you were going to help.
I'm neither of those things, Steve.
Yeah, well, everyone else keeps walking out.
Do you see me walking out?
Did you see Mark?
I think you need to talk to him.
I can't see the lad in here.
Who's your solicitor?
I know where someone will be. She's over there. 2 copies, please.
If it's money you want, you'll have to wait. If it's anything else, you'll have to wait. No,
It's Colin Simons I want, actually.
you'll have to wait over the road.
Well, I could be waiting over the road for the rest of my life. At 9:15, he said he'd be back in 5 minutes.
Coffee?
You'll both have to wait. He's the only one who's got keys.
Mr. Simons? My name's John Close. It's not about money.
Do you want to put them on the side? That's, I'm going to ignore that. Colin Simons.
John Close.
Do you want to take a seat, Mr. Patel? What's your problem, Mr. Close?
I'm a friend of Stephen Sheedy's.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to tell anyone what to do. I'm a commercial solicitor with a London firm.
Colin Simons? Can I call you back, Mrs. Witness? I'm just with someone, thanks.
Sheedy.
Thanks. Patel.
Sheedy. You didn't get him bailed. He's been in prison for 2.5 months.
And when was the last time you handled an attempted murder?
The honest answer is never.
I've been to the magistrate's court. I've done everything I'm supposed to do. This is legal aid, Mr. Close. I don't get paid £500 plus VAT every time I get out of bed. Sheedy sacked me twice. The second time he did, I stayed sacked. Oh, Kim, you're joking. 2 words. It means wakes me up in the morning and I'm not late for work. Alarm clock. Get one. And if that's Mrs. Witness, tell her I've seen her GP and I'm going to get her a second opinion. Little old lady, 73, trips over a paving slab. Wallop. Can I get the council to help? Look, I know he's your friend, but the police have got a very solid case. And I think he's guilty.
He's innocent until a jury finds different. Even I remember that. If you're wrong, if the police are wrong, someone out there hit David Levy's 9 times.
His fingerprints were all over the house.
He lived there for 14 years.
He made a full and frank confession.
How closely did you look at the transcript of his interview? Have you still got the case file?
We've got a lot of case files.
Can I speak to Mr. True?
He's sick. Look, you want to help your friend? Help him. If you've got 4 days to spare.
It takes more than time.
Right, to show you there's no hard feelings, I'll give you a desk and a phone. See? I'll even give you a chair. Now look, if I don't go now, Mr. Patel is going to be deported. And Mr. Patel hasn't done anything wrong.
Does anyone want a coffee?
Did Steve have a barrister?
Give him the number for badge.
badge. Ibby Badgioni? John Close from Simons and True. I think you've got the wrong.
Outside. Now. You better sit down. The burgeoning Colin Simons invoices file. Just 2 points, really. Firstly, I'm not doing anything else until Simon starts answering my phone calls. Secondly, until I'm paid everything I'm owed, I'm not representing any more of your clients. And don't start the legal aid sob story.
I'm not with Colin Simons. I work for a London firm, Marshall Wren.
You're here for Stephen Sheedy.
He's a friend. Can we start again? He's due in court for attempted murder a week today. I don't know anything about this.
So how come the receptionist said you work for Simons?
Stephen was a client of Simon's. It didn't work out. Steve's a friend of mine from school. Look, did you work on this at all? I just need the transcripts.
You're the solicitor. I don't gather evidence. I just present it in court. I don't do that unless I get paid. I know it doesn't look it, but I'm skint. It costs money to sit in here looking like this. And I'm annoyed.
I can see that. Can I ask how much he owes?
That's irrelevant. You're not here to pay it. If Simons doesn't phone me by the end of today, this goes straight to debt recovery.
Excuse me, I wonder if you could help me. I'm after I need a transcript of confessions. Look, I need help. Could I speak to your sergeant, please?
Give me a good reason why I shouldn't nick you for obstruction.
Obstruction doesn't carry the power of arrest. Under Section 6 of Pace, 1983. 1984.
You're a solicitor.
John Close. Pleased to meet you.
Interview between Detective Inspector Robert Moran, DC Michael St. Clair, and Stephen Thomas Sheedy. The time is 1933. Are you working, Steve?
Broadman long sheet metal.
And if I told you that was the first true word I'd heard you say, what would you say to that?
I told you I was at home.
With anyone?
No, I live on my own now. I was asleep in bed. I worked late last night.
So nobody would have seen you leave your house at around midday. They wouldn't have seen you go to the newsagents and buy 2 packets of wine gums because I've got evidence to say that you did those things. You were also seen at your ex-wife's house, 11 Linwood Drive, Helmsley Village.
I can't think anymore!
Tell me where you were, Steve, and you can end this now.
I was there.
Did you go there to attack David Lewis?
I can't think
Tell
anymore!
me the truth, Steve.
Yes!
John Close and Mr. Sheedy, room 7. One of the few things I still understand about you, Mr. Sheedy, is that you're an absolutely terrible liar. All that stuff about you being asleep? Don't believe a word of it. You didn't try and kill this bloke, did you?
No.
Ah, right. That's you telling the truth.
What makes you think I was lying about the rest?
They've got witnesses. People saw you around midday. The police do this for a living, you know?
Look, I'm not here to be lectured by you.
And I'm not an idiot.
Oh, and I am. We've not all had your advantages.
Oh, I didn't come here for this.
I don't know why you did come here. I don't know why you bother anymore. Get back to nice, cosy London or Malta. Take yourself in your suit and get back to whatever it is you do. What is it you do? What is it you actually do?
Mergers and acquisitions.
Mergers and acquisitions. Meaning you buy up companies in trouble, strip out their assets and sell them on. It's a good job your dad isn't here. The real John Close would have kicked your arse.
So is that how people see me? Someone who shouldn't be here. And I've flown all the way back from Malta.
Oh, your mum hasn't heard from you in months.
Oh, well, that's just a family thing, Jess. I never know what to say.
No, it's a close family thing. You see, you've only been back 5 minutes and already I'm annoyed.
Steve's asked me to help him.
You don't know anything about criminal law.
Well, thank you for that kind vote of confidence. Did you know this bloke?
David, he ran a couple of off licenses. Paul has asked me to help with his accounts. You know what she's like, no head for figures.
Was it serious with Paula?
Tried not to get involved. David was keen, I can tell you that. It's a bit of a trophy, the former Miss Newcastle.
I can't think of Paula with anyone else. But then people said that about us.
John, let's just not. Are you going to defend Steve? Are you going to carry on wasting your law degree on people you actively dislike?
I don't even know why I did law. Do you know what I really wanted to do? English.
English?
Literature.
Your trouble is, you still don't know what you want. Try looking where you're going, instead of looking back.
I'm sorry.
It needed saying.
No, I'm sorry I lied to you. I took him to football Saturday afternoon. Newcastle Arsenal. I was with Mark. We left at the end of the game. I dropped him off at Kelsale Park, 5:20, then I went home.
Why didn't you tell the police this?
I didn't want Mark involved. I'm thick, John. I'm stupid. I was just trying to do what was right.
You're not thick. You married the most beautiful woman in Newcastle. Put you one up on me.
You're thick if you let it go, Steve. That's what you said.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
You just know the marriage fell apart. You didn't see me trying to fix it. She wouldn't speak to us in the end. Nothing. I thought she'd gone deaf. Then I pretend to Mark everything was fine.
This doesn't sound like Paula.
Paula changed, John. Then she started seeing David. Everything changed. At first, I had to make do with seeing Mark at the weekend. Then it was only on a Sunday. The match is on a Saturday. What can you do with your lad on a Sunday? I just wanted to do something normal, John. It's a football match. He wants to go. We had a good time.
Even after that penalty? I might have moved to London, but I would have missed the match. I watched the highlights on cable.
You sad bastard. Nothing should have happened. The idea was Paula wouldn't even know we'd been.
Are you telling me you lied to the police to stop Paula finding out?
Mark's 13. I didn't want him dragged into this. And the longer I carried on lying, the harder it got to tell the truth.
You'll need to speak to the police. I'll look after him.
You've nothing to be scared of.
What if I'm arrested?
You're not going to get arrested. Not while I'm there. I promise. I promised your dad. You're my godson. I'm not going to let anything happen to you, all right?
I should have said something before.
You were just doing what your dad told you to do. All right, I'll admit it, I am scared. But your dad is in big trouble, Mark, and he really needs our help.
Think carefully, Mark. On the afternoon we're talking about, where were you?
The football and me dad. I collect these. We sat next to each other.
Why didn't you tell us this before?
It's all right, Mark.
My dad said I shouldn't.
It's good, lad.
What are you up to?
It's the route Steve took after he left St. James's. Had to find him a defence.
That's you. Never get out and do something if you can stick your head in a book. Why don't you just go to the ground? Oh, well, suit your son. But that's 5 years out of date.
Took him to football Saturday afternoon, Newcastle Arsenal. We left at the end of the game. I dropped him off at Kilsale Park 5:20. Then I went home.
What are you doing?
I have no idea. I think I need to make a High Court bail application. Got to get him out. Simon's on a mobile?
He keeps it switched off.
What about Mr. True? What do you actually do here, Kim?
I don't know. You'll have to ask Sally Ann.
Could you type me an affidavit? Can you type?
The CPS solicitors, MacDonald. The earliest date you're likely to get for a hearing would be tomorrow afternoon. You're looking at 4 o'clock. Judge Bell.
Thank you.
I'm off home. I've got things to do.
Look, Kim, forget the affidavit. I need you to fax me a letter to the CPS solicitor.
What's an affidavit?
Sally Ann's just told me there's a hearing.
Tomorrow, Judge Bell, 4 o'clock.
What have you done to Kim? That was nearly a whole sentence.
I've got new evidence from Stephen Sheedy. He was lying to the police because he'd spent the afternoon with his son.
And you think that'll get him bail?
5 o'clock, he was in Newcastle's ground. At 5:25, he's supposed to be at his ex-wife's house, Hemsley Village. Via Kelsey, where he drops off his son at a park? Now, you can't do that drive in less than 40 minutes. And that's not me talking. That's the East Time Police. He couldn't have done it, Colin. Didn't have time.
Hang on. The prosecution have got a witness who's never changed her story. Now, you've got the defendant and his 13-year-old son coming forward after 2.5 months.
Have I got a chance?
Lucas direction. Page 36. The judge has to remind a jury that just because the defendant's lied about one thing doesn't necessarily mean he's lied about everything else. It's called a Lucas direction.
A little bit rusty.
Well, you've managed more in 2 days than I have in 2.5 months.
Oh, I met Badge.
Straight to debt recovery, I know. Don't worry, leave it with me.
If you don't want me here, just say.
David's still in theatre.
How's Mark?
He's gone down the canteen to get a drink. He's been brought up not to tell lies.
He's only doing what his dad asked him to do.
He should be back by now.
Do you want to come through? If you could come through, Paula, then we can talk.
How is he?
Don't worry, I'll get him.
No.
Listen. Listen to me.
It's murder now.
Will you relax? Just relax.
What are we going to do, man? It's murder.
Breathe. Nothing bad will happen if you just remember to breathe. You all right? I'm gonna get you out. There's a bail hearing, there's new evidence.
Paula,
Don't worry, I've taken her home.
you've got to make her see sense, man.
I can't put pressure on a witness.
You've got to tell her I didn't do this, John. I didn't do it.
What time is it?
Nearly 10:20.
Do you want to get yourself ready for bed, Mark?
Are you okay? Stupid question.
I spoke to David's family. His sister wishes I was dead.
Is there anything I can do?
Turn the clock back. When me and Steve got married, we meant it.
Yeah, Paul, I know that. Speaking as best man, it was a really good wedding.
I remember you cried.
It wasn't just me. Everybody cried. Even the cake was in tears.
I never left Stephen for David. We'd already gone under when David came along. We argued for the 5th time that day. Our auntie said I needed a drink. He'd just been stood up, so we both had faces like a wet weekend. I said we made the perfect couple. A little bit different to the day Steve proposed. It was you, him, and Miss Lovely Legs of Gateshead, 1986.
He still misses you.
Do you want us to make you a drink? Go on then. I'll be up in a minute.
Good night, Mark.
Good night, John.
If I told you Steve couldn't have done this,
I'd say, why didn't he say something sooner?
because he's Steve. He thought he was doing his best.
That's usually when things start to go wrong.
Well, Mark wouldn't lie. He wouldn't lie to protect his dad, would he?
No. Not over something like this.
Steve goes to trial in 3 days' time. Murder's a mandatory life sentence. If there's any doubt in your mind, Paula...
David didn't go around making enemies, John. If Steve didn't do this, who did?
Your Honor, Mr. Sheedy is a previous good character, Your Honor. Worship?
It's Your Honour. Your worship's a bloody magistrate.
Oh, bollocks. Mr. Sheedy is a previous good character, Your Honor.
Yeah, but you need to say it with conviction. You need maximum effect.
Mr. Sheedy is a previous good character, Your Honor. Your Honor.
Try saying it louder. And stand up straight.
Mr. Sheedy is a previous good character, Your Honor, and there is no reason to suggest that he poses any threat at all to Paula Farron. Furthermore, Your Honor, new evidence has come to light regarding Mr. Sheedy's whereabouts at the time of the attack. I've a written affidavit.
Your Honour, given that Mr. Sheedy is now facing a murder charge, and given the proximity of Mr. Sheedy's present address to the family home, I have concerns for the former Mrs. Sheedy's safety.
Mr. Close.
It should be possible, Your Honor, with strict conditions of bail, to meet my friend's concerns. I can make an offer of an alternative address for Mr. Sheedy, if that would help his application.
Try me.
You've said what?
He needs an address.
And you've said this in front of a judge.
I couldn't think of any...
Anything else to say? Oh, thanks very much.
He's got nowhere else to go, Mum.
Isn't that perjury when you say things that aren't true in front of a judge?
Well, it's only perjury if you don't let him stay.
Isn't that blackmail?
I'm a solicitor. Look, I'm sorry, I should have told you, but he's desperate. And so am I.
Listen to me, legal bloody legal. I'll do this for you on one condition. Jessica's phoned.
What'd you say?
Never mind what you said. I want you to phone her back.
Isn't that blackmail?
I catch on fast.
What's your mum said? She's delighted. As bad as that?
Right, where's the rest of your stuff?
Well, I don't have any money. I've got no wallet, no keys, nothing. Police have still got everything.
doesn't want to see you, Steve.
Leave off, Mum.
Hi, Mark. Good to see you. Hi. You're looking well. Come on, never mind. Come on, you're grown.
So, are you looking after your man?
Yeah?
Is she all right? I just wanted to say I'm sorry about what's happened. If I'd have been there, I know things between me and your mum haven't been as they should. But I love you, son. Whatever happens. It's all going to be all right now that Big John's helping us out, eh?
Oh, well, you'll have to look after yourselves just for tonight. I'm under strict instructions to go and see Jess.
Hello?
It's me.
I'm on the phone. Look, someone's just come round. It's none of your business. I'll pick you up in about 20 minutes. Bye.
When you buy the flat?
This time last year?
Just you? That is none of my business.
And it's no big secret either. That was Pete. He works for one of the other branches. Mortgages and endowments.
Been together long?
Not long enough for him to move in. What about you?
Kath.
What happened? Call it an educated guess.
Yeah, she said we should live together. I said no, instead of maybe. Hey, I'm as happy as I am. You know, I got my car, I got my nice rented flat that overlooks next door split-level bijou kitchenette.
Have you got any friends?
Joseph.
Joseph?
He's the security guard for the building. Glad you called.
Well, don't let's get carried away. I don't know what to do about this. I was hoping to talk to David, but these are all his accounts for last year. I've just done a late VAT return for the off-licence in Benwell. Someone's been taking money out of the till. In the 2 months before he was attacked, £700 or £800 a week.
Stolen.
I can't tell from this. But I deal with a lot of small businesses, John, and this one's bent.
We're closed. Don't you speak English?
I'm a friend of Paula's.
Sinclair, no. I've never heard of him.
The bloke in the shop said the money was put in plain envelopes by David and then handed over personally to Mr. Sinclair.
David wouldn't just hand over money.
You don't know what it could be for?
I've said no once, haven't I? I never really had much to do with the business. Just filed some receipts, typed the odd letter.
You don't think David was in any kind of trouble?
You mean the kind of trouble that would have got him killed? He ran an off-licence. You make him sound like the mafia. He didn't do anything wrong.
Paula, listen, please. What I'm saying is, David parted with £4,000 over the 8 weeks before he was... Yeah. The two things might be linked. I'll go. If I find anything more.
John. Thanks. Steve and Mark. It's the first time I've seen Mark smile this week.
I was going to say the same about Steve. It's just a name, so don't build your hopes up.
You're doing all right for a commercial solicitor. I used to think you slept in a suit. Making deals, getting up an hour before you went to bed.
Well, the truth is, Steve, I'm not very good at what I do. To be honest with you, I'm crap. You promote to the level of your own incompetence, and you know mine? It's Vacuum Max adhesives. Do you know what they make? Glue. In little pots. And I have the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to help them transfer their business to Bradford.
You were the rising star.
Ah, well, contrary to received local wisdom, your best friend from school is a failure. At work, with women,
I thought you'd seen Jess.
For 5 minutes before she ran off to pick up Pete.
Am I sensing a little bit of jealousy? I've always thought there was a bit of a reunion between you two after your dad's funeral.
What?
I'm right then.
One night together. I ran screaming back down the A1. And now she's out with Pete. And I'm here, sleeping with you.
Everyone calls Sinclair. We're going to ring them all up.
Got any better ideas?
Here.
Who's Jeremy Gifford?
MacDonald's barrister.
Jeremy Gifford's prosecuting. You're gonna need somebody good.
Have you sorted things out with Debbie? How much is she owed?
Nearly £3 grand. Nearly £3.5 grand, really.
Any advance on 3.5?
You can see what it's like, John. We're operating an invoice away from disaster. I've got no corporate work. I'm doing criminal and mostly medical negligence for people without a pot to piss in who just want a little bit of fairness. I mean, you tell me where there's money in that.
As of now, you don't owe her anything. Except a profuse apology and a full explanation. The money, you now owe me. How do you spell Bagioni?
I appreciate getting paid, Mr. Close, but I really don't want to take on a case where I think I'm going to lose.
I have known Stephen Sheedy since he was 8.5 years old. He'd never hit anyone. Well, not like someone hit David Leavis.
Even if I believe you, and I'm not sure that matters, the question is, can I convince a jury? Because if I was a jury, I'd go with the police. Your friend would be looking at life.
A man called Sinclair was taking money from David. Over the counter once a week.
Probably proving?
I don't know. Maybe David was being threatened. Maybe he was being blackmailed. Look, I don't know what I'm doing. That's why I'm asking for your help.
Do the police know about this? Maybe they interviewed Sinclair. Why don't you ask them at secondary disclosure? If Simon served a defense statement. You've never done anything like this?
Everything's changed since law school.
Okay. Simon should have served a defense statement. The police then decide if they've got other information relevant to the case. That's secondary disclosure. First thing you've got to do is speak to the police.
Well, for 3.5 grand, I better take your advice.
I'm surprised Simons didn't ask for this before.
I'm surprised Simons is still in business.
One watch with expanded metal strap. One brown leather wallet containing £35 and 48 pence. One bus ticket. One receipt for a burger in a bun.
Oh. With the side order of fries.
And one mobile phone.
That everything?
It's everything they gave me.
You want to check that lot, Steve? You don't want to trust them an inch.
You couldn't come to court with this, could you? What if this Sinclair comes back?
Just talking about a possibility, Steve.
Yes, so am I. What if he does it to Paul or Mark?
Whoa. All I've got at the moment is a bloke taking money. So, how was your second day of freedom? I thought you'd be out.
Nah, well, I thought I'd have a quiet game of Cluedo with your mum. She beat us 3 times. Fancy a pint?
I only came back to give you them. You picked the worst legal practice in the whole of the Northern Hemisphere. You do know that, don't you?
Yeah, well, that's just me all over.
Founded in 1971. Oh, and just Graham True.
And me. Colin Simons came later. We did a lot of immigration back then. I've seen Mr. True win cases you wouldn't believe. When that reception got crowded, you could hardly stand.
No legal aid.
Mr. True always had a great belief in people.
What was it before?
This place, Newcastle Coroner's Office. I'm off.
Sinclair.
Stephen Thomas Sheedy. The time is 1933. Tell us how you feel about your ex-wife's new boyfriend. Interview between Detective Inspector Robert Moran, DC Michael Sinclair, and Stephen Thomas Sheedy.
What are you doing here at this time?
Shouldn't I be saying that to you?
Yeah, the light was on. I found Sinclair. He's a policeman at Rachel Street. It's in the disclosure documents and on the tape. He was there when Steve was interviewed.
A coincidence.
Yeah? Well, here's another one. He also interviewed Paula at the hospital the morning after the attack. Now, at the start of that interview, Paula is very uncertain about who it was she saw. But by the end of it, she's saying it was Steve.
You know that?
Secondary disclosure. It's in the pocketbook of the WPC who was with him. So Mike Sinclair was taking money from David.
And after David's death, he interfered with the witness.
That's the basis of our case.
Mr. Sinclair? My name's John Close, Mr. Sinclair. I'm representing Stephen Sheedy. Got a question.
You have to speak to D.I. Moran.
You took Paula Farron's statement the morning after the attack. You didn't help her come to the conclusion that her ex-husband did it, did you?
The answer to your question is no.
Had you met David Leavis before?
I'm sorry, Mr. Close. I've got no idea what you're talking about.
I saw Sinclair, and I spoke to his duty inspector.
And?
Sinclair was missing the time David Leavis was attacked. And if I'd only seen him for a couple of seconds, I could have easily mistaken him for Steve. Mark, did David ever mention the name Sinclair? You know, anything about a policeman?
What, you saying a copper did this? Why?
Well, been thinking about it. A protection racket somehow goes wrong.
John?
David's in too deep. He's trying to get out.
A word? Now? I don't think you're aware of what we're doing here. We've started out with you getting your friend bail. I've ended up with a bent detective constable in a grassy bloody knoll. The police aren't just going to sit there. We're accusing one of their own of murder.
Everything the police did was wrong, Ibby. Right from the start. He was interviewed without a solicitor. He wasn't bailed. An officer put pressure on a witness. Hey, why are you getting cold feet about this? You're an experienced criminal barrister. I'm the one who's never done it before.
I've never done a murder.
What?
I've never done a murder case before, let alone one involving the police.
Oh, well, that is just great. Why have I just given you $3.5 grand?
I can't give it back. I've already spent it.
Well, you better get Sinclair and his duty inspector summoned. We'll pick it up as we go along, okay? You ready for tomorrow?
Gotta do it for me, Dad.
Are you worried?
I'm worried about my mum. I've seen her cry when they split up, but I've never seen her cry like this.
Yeah, she's lucky she's got you.
I hate it when she cries.
You've looked after your mum better than I've looked after mine. I'm quite a bit older than you.
Do you think they'll ever get back together?
I've known them both a long time. There's still a lot of feeling between them. And there's you.
How do you get on with Mr. Patel?
Mr. Patel will be arriving in Delhi in approximately half an hour. Didn't matter what I said. Home Office wanted him out.
No Saliana King?
It's after 5. How was Ibby?
You didn't tell me she'd never done a murder. Don't worry. She'll be fine.
Sorry, today has been a bit of a day. Bills, bills, and bills. And you thought commercial law was all about money. I bet you can't wait to get back.
Don't know about that. At least you're doing something worthwhile.
You really think so? It's fine, John. It's fine. It's under control. Invoices owed, payments received. I just wish somebody had listened today. I thought Mr. Patel had a chance. I really did.
All right?
I couldn't sleep. Steve went up an hour ago. I thought I'd wait. Are you going to win?
I'm going to make legal history. A case of hope versus experience. I'm a commercial lawyer in a legal aid practice that shouldn't still be standing. Got a barrister who's never done a murder and a client who's lied to the police for the last 2.5 months. We're going to leave him for dead.
And once this is over, will you go straight back?
I really should be back in London on Monday, Mum.
I'm sure that your father would be proud, John.
I'll tell you what's for sure, he'd never let himself say it.
Nice to get an opportunity like this.
Would you believe it? It's taken us ages to get a picture on that. Sure, you've got to work it. Leave it, man. You're blocking the signal. Sorry.
Oh, will you be snoring?
I might allow you a particular pleasure.
Oh,
shot.
Okay.
I've never really said thank you for what you've done.
Haven't done anything yet. Wait till tomorrow.
What if we lose? Oh, let's not think about that, Steve.
Think about the rest of your life.
I've given up thinking that far ahead. I get as far as Mark and Paula, then stop. What about you and Jess?
You mean me, Jess and Pete?
You've got to tell how you feel, man. You'll never get anywhere thinking like that.
I do know one thing. Whichever way you look at it, there's more to life than glue. No, it's Vacuumax adhesives. They're in the pending file. I'm in Newcastle. Oh, Philip can... No, you listen. Philip can wait. I'm helping a friend. No, it probably isn't worth 30 million quid. Mind you, neither are Vacuumax adhesives. I'll be in as soon as I can.
Bad luck to pass on the stairs.
And it's for the Continental or the full ing... Steve?
Sorry, John, I can't. I can't face up to seeing her after all this time.
Aren't you getting yourself confused with someone who's got a choice? It's me that's come to pick you up this time. I can only do that the once.
Do you remember?
You proposed to Miss Newcastle. How could I forget? We ran all the way up the front.
We were late.
Yeah, but that last goal was worth waiting for. 40 yards out.
It was never 40 yards, John.
It was 40 yards to me.
I swear to God, man. Every time I think of it, I could still kiss every last one of them. Then here with Miss Newcastle.
You know, Paul, I guessed you were going to ask. She thought you were going to wait till after the presentation.
I was. I was scared if I waited, she'd say no. I must have thought about asking at least 50 times. I was that nervous, I didn't even hear her say yes. I'm standing there with the woman I loved and you. We'd had the perfect afternoon. I'd proposed. I was getting married. It's a terrible thing to say, I know. But I'm glad he's not here. I'm glad he's out of the way.
You're not thinking of saying that this afternoon, are you? The sooner it starts, Steve, the sooner it's all gonna finish. Remember the day you got married?
Best of luck.
In the statement you made to DC Sinclair, you identified the man you saw running from your house.
That's right.
Can you tell the court who it was you saw? Miss Farrant?
I'm sorry?
The man you saw running from the house, who was he? Let me remind you of what you told the police. You said the man you saw was your ex-husband. You'd been married for how long?
Almost 14 years.
You'd woken up with him every morning. You'd seen him in just about every conceivable state of dress. It's unlikely, in fact, that you could have made a mistake.
I did make a mistake.
14 years, Miss Farrant?
Steve didn't do this. He's not the person I saw outside the house. I made a mistake. I'm sorry.
No further questions?
Had you ever met Mr. Levis?
Not to the best of my knowledge.
You didn't take money from him over the 8 weeks prior to his death?
No.
You interviewed Miss Farrant at the hospital the morning after the attack. You were with her for over an hour.
I can't remember.
It's not a question, Mr. Sinclair, it's a statement. I've got the details here. In the notes made by the WPC who was with you, we can see that at the start of the interview, Miss Farrant was very uncertain about who she'd seen. By the end, she was implicating her husband. We've just heard Miss Farrant change her mind. Isn't it true that she would never have identified Mr. Sheedy in the first place, were it not for the fact that she was placed under pressure by you?
Objection, Your Honor. The witness is not on trial.
No further questions, Your Honor.
You know what happened, don't you? This isn't your fault, Mark. Your dad didn't leave the ground at 5 o'clock. He got on a bus at 12 minutes to 4, the 176. It dropped him off at Parkway. 5 minutes walk from your mum's. Please, tell me what happened. It's just you and me.
You shouldn't have come back.
I am back. And I think I deserve to know.
We didn't leave at the end. We left at half-time, but not together. We'd argued.
And your dad got the bus?
Couldn't get the car out the car park.
Why did you argue?
David bought me some trainers. It wasn't really about that. David had been staying with us a lot. He wanted to move in with us. When I told my dad, he went berserk. I walked out the ground. I went to Kelsall Park to calm down. There was nobody there. I went home. Whatever happened had happened by then. He must have hit David pretty hard. There was blood in the hall. My dad was just sitting on the floor.
What did you do?
Picked up the cricket bat. He asked me to give it back, but I wouldn't. I told him I'd get rid of it if he got the car from the ground.
Was the Kelsall Park story your idea?
I'd been there. Just my dad hadn't dropped me off. I knew that if I said we'd been there together,
You give your dad an alibi?
I told my dad to stick to that story.
Where's the cricket bat?
Went straight into line.
I've got to ask you this.
I'm not going to say any this and there. Just you and me, you said.
It would have taken 40 minutes in Saturday traffic for you to get from the stadium to your wife's house in Helmsley Village via Kelsall Park, making it impossible for you to be there at 5:25. Mr. Sheedy's solicitor tried this drive and now has 3 more points on his license. Why did it take you so long to tell the police you were with your son?
I thought it was best for Mark. He's only 13. I didn't want him involved in something like this.
No further questions, Your Honour. We've won this.
You need to ask for an adjournment.
Come on, John. Just remember to breathe. What's wrong with you, man? We're winning.
I've got something that belongs to you, Steve. I put it in my jacket pocket when I picked up your things from the police. Now, if you're going to stand up for somebody, you've got to keep an eye on where they're standing. That's what my father would have said. I trusted you. I trusted you because you're my friend. And you used me! You used me because you knew I'd be easy to lie to.
Why give it to me now?
I'm hoping you're going to do the right thing.
I can't do it, John. She believes me. She believes it wasn't me.
Steve.
I still love her. That's the most important thing now, isn't it? You understand that?
You've got to tell her, man.
She believes me.
It isn't the truth.
What the hell's going on?
You're misleading the court.
I don't want to hear this. I'm only misleading the court if he tells me he's guilty.
He did it.
Has he actually said that?
I know he did it.
Look, unless he actually says it, what you think doesn't matter. If he hasn't confessed, he's entitled to defence, and we've a duty to represent him.
Maybe this is wrong.
Yeah? Well, welcome to criminal law.
You need to recall Sinclair.
What's the catch?
Ask him who he was following in the 2 months leading up to David's death. Sinclair saw Steve at the house because David was paying him to follow someone. I can't work out whether it was Steve or Paula. Why don't you ask?
Why are you telling us this?
Because Steve didn't leave the ground at the end of the game. He left at half-time and took the bus to Paula's. Don't take my word for it. Ask Sinclair.
Who was David Leavis paying you to follow, Mr. Sinclair? Was it Paula or Steve?
Mr. Sinclair.
I don't understand the question.
Well, it's perfectly simple. You were being paid by David Leavis to follow either Miss Farrant or Miss Farrant's former husband, Mr. Sheedy. I'm asking you which one it was.
You are under oath, Mr. Sinclair.
Paula.
I'm sorry?
I was following Paula Farrant.
Why?
Because David thought she was still sleeping with Sheedy.
So he left cash for you at his off license in payment for keeping an eye on her. Were you at the house the evening David Leavis was attacked?
Yes. I saw what Paula saw. Sheedy leaving the house.
And you interviewed her the following morning?
I wanted to make sure she'd say she'd seen him. A statement had to stand up in court. I didn't want him to get away with it. I didn't want to lose my job over it either.
Thank you, Mr. Sinclair.
Yeah?
Mandatory life sentence.
Oh, really?
I know, Mum.
What now?
Go back to London?
Just like after the funeral.
Oh, Jess.
I don't think there's anything to say, John.
Oh, look.
I'm a very sore loser.
I thought he was telling me the truth.
You know what I think? You're a nice enough man, John, but I'm not sure you're cut out for all of this. Your school pal's asking to see you.
I thought you'd have gone.
Next flight isn't for 2 hours.
As soon as I saw you.
It's all a bit late for this now, don't you think?
I thought I knew what guilt was, John. Afterwards, as soon as I calmed down, I felt sorry. But when you walked through that door, I really, really wished I hadn't done it.
Yes. Remember the time we got on that bus to the airport?
11 years old, walking across the tarmac with a bag of bloody sweets.
Remember how you felt?
Scared to death.
You felt excitement. It was a sense of journey. Yeah, it was an adventure.
It was a copper in a van.
Yeah. But after that, we got taken to the visitors' lounge. And we sat there waiting for me dad, watching the planes take off. We said that one day we'd both get on a plane and we would just go.
But in the end, we went home.
Got the biggest hiding I'd ever had in my life. So did you.
So what do you do now? John, how's Paula?
I gave David no reason to think I was doing anything with Steve. I'd hardly seen him. Why couldn't he just speak to us? Then again, what can you expect? It's Miss Newcastle. It's been the same since I was 15. Do you remember Tony Morgan? Can you remember him hitting Peter Morgan? All Peter had said was, did I want to dance? I always ended up with the pushy men. The nice lads were too scared to ask. I should have gone for someone quiet. Like you. Maybe not. Oh, Miss Newcastle. Bloody good advice. They should have put it up on road signs.
If there's anything I can do, Paula.
You've done enough.
What are you doing?
We're waiting for you.
Simon's has cleared off. He took a cab to the airport.
Did you leave a message?
Yeah. Finally told us where he hid the rest of the bills.
When's Mr. True back?
That's a very good question.
What exactly is wrong with him?
He's been living on a psychiatric ward for the past 18 months.
Anything else I should know? Right. I'm going to ring my friend Jessica.
There is something else.
The phone's been cut off.
You are now officially partner of Simons and True.
Or Close and True, as we now like to call it.
Howdy.
Partner.
If you put your hand on my arm, that's common assault.
I'm as common as it gets.
He knows what he's doing?
Yes, he's sending you to prison.
Ask for your job back.
I don't want my job back. I'm just trying to drum up some business.
You'll get a recommendation from me.
What does that say?
Guilty.
And what should it say?
Oh, yeah, not guilty.